Cody's Staying Fierce now also cancels on the second hit. It does 120 damage, while only acting as one action for scaling, so combos from it end up being about as strong as stuff from close forward. Especially if you invest some meter. In particular, this gives him huge conversions from counter hit stand strong or low strong. It's now -10 on block down from -7, so more consistently punishable. When you chain into low short, it pushes back less. This gives Cody some 3-hit light normal confirms. Akuma has this style of confirm off of close short. It's great for catching walk back. Towards Roundhouse now gets counter hit plus frames for both hits. Now it's +4 on counter hit, and you can link jab. This requires you to use Towards Roundhouse in neutral where it's pretty slow, but it's only -2 on block, and the range is nice. Cody's air kick target combo now crosses up for both hits. This adds damage for short combos, as well as giving you more confirm time. Bad Spray has a cool change that I'll try and break down. Basically, Cody's Bad Spray wake-up timing makes it functionally identical to a wake-up 3-frame, which Cody normally doesn't have. Many characters in this game have meaty setups that only work by a single frame. If I'm +3 and I do a 6-frame medium normal as my meaty, the meaty and Ryu's jab are actually connecting on the same frame. However, my meaty actually wins because medium normal simply trump lights during trades. The change to Bad Spray is that for the priority system, it's now considered a 3-frame heavy. That means if it hits on the same frame as a medium, it wins. And if it hits on the same frame as a meaty heavy, they trade. Basically, a lot of anti-3-frame meaties don't work on Bad Spray. This actually kills a lot of Okizeme setups on Cody, but you have to know a lot about the opponent's character to know which ones. Bad Spray is now +5 on hit, so you can always link out of it. And when it gets a counter hit, you get much stronger links. Note that when you win via attack priority, you always get a counter hit. Cody Medium Ruffian has a bigger hurtbox both before and after it connects. However, it has more range, along with bigger proximity guard range. Basically, it goes farther, you're farther out afterwards so you're harder to punish, and it's harder for opponents to make it whiff. Cody had his tornado speeds adjusted. Light Tornado now travels faster, while Heavy Tornado is slower. A greater variety in fireball speed is very useful. Light Tornado now dissipates earlier. They did this to make it travel about the same distance overall, even though it'll get there much sooner. By contrast, Heavy Tornado dissipates later, to give it about the same range even though it takes longer to get there. Even though Medium Tornado travels at the same speed as last patch, they made it last much longer. It now has more range than the other two versions. All three tornadoes are now a uniform +2 on hit, -7 on block. They have very low pushback, which makes them easier to punish on block. EX Tornado creates a more lax juggle state mid-air, which improves some of Cody's trigger corner combos. Level 2 Zonk creates a wildly different juggle state on mid-air hit. Now you can pick up a Medium Ruffian. Believe it or not, this actually does work in some of Cody's juggles, and they do really good damage. Level 2 EX Zonk also creates a more lax juggle state on mid-air connect, so if you can even find a way to fit that into your air combo, you can get a juggle out of it. VT1 got a bunch of buffs. Knife Crouch Strong goes farther. Knife Jump Strong sends opponents higher as an air-to-air. Straight Snipe Shot comes out of frame faster. And Rapid Fire consumes considerably less V-time, a little less than a third when it previously used about half. As for VT2, all timings of Command Grab do 10 more damage. Finally, Cody CA can no longer be hit by fireballs while it's active. Cody was functional but a bit middling before, but now he has a huge change list, and just about every single thing here is a buff. His meterless damage with Zonks is already really high, and now they've made it even higher. along with a bunch of meaningful buffs to his VT1, which people rarely picked before. And Bad Spray is an actual good wake-up now. The tornado changes might take a bit of getting used to, but overall he's much stronger.